Hello. I'm SMMidi. I am going to be speedrunning Wii Sports Club. Now, I'm just going to sit down for this bit because this is a bit of a weird camera angle. Normally, I don't speedrun. I don't speedrun Wii Sports series. I have actually only ever played one video game on this channel, and that was Wii Play. And that is involving a lot of sitting down. This is not. This is Wii Sports Club. I will get into why I'm running this very soon, but first off, I do want to say we have SRC front page. Thank you all for joining us wherever you're coming from. If you're coming from finding the event, if you are going to be running in this event, past runners I can see there as well. I'm just going to close the playlist because that's playing on its own in the background. But yeah, thank you all so much. Yeah, I'm kind of playing the role of the host and the runner today. So we are getting started with the pre-show right now. But yeah, this is Wii Sports Club. The reason why I'm running this, why am I running this? I am not a Wii Sports series speedrunner, even less so Wii Sports Club. Wii Sports Resort was one of my first ever speedruns, all the way back in 2017, 2018. So it really did get me into speedrunning. However, there is a reason we're running this, and that is because there is an event going on in the Wii series right now, which I will get into. But yeah, so essentially, also yeah, there's a lot going on. I've got home from work about an hour ago, and I'm still setting some stuff up. So yeah, bear with me. But we will get underway. We do have a couple of runs today. This is a bit of a last-minute thing to do a pre-show. Basically, we got so many submissions during the submission stage that, or we kind of went from not really having enough to having so many that it's going to be hard for me to pick from. And then also, yeah, kind of meaning that I didn't really have enough time to do the usual game show that we would do. So instead, I've added on a little bit on Friday, so we're going to do this run, and then we're going to do the quiz game after this. There will be a small prize, potentially, for the winners of that, so do stick around. That will be able to be played via chat. So, yeah. The donations and everything are active. I am just going to quickly enable the incentives as well before we get going. So, we do have a few incentives that are going to open for tomorrow. We do have the bid war for Terraria, that's to choose the World Evil. I'm going to open that now. And we do also have the any % glitch showcase for mobility. Now that is a £20 incentive, and that is a very early run tomorrow. So if you do want to see that, then do get donations in. Yeah, we've made a few tweaks to the layout and stuff for this event. I do want to do a proper overhaul for the next one, but yeah, we've made the borders a little bit wider now, so you can kind of, yeah, it pops a little bit better. Tiny adjustments I've made. But yeah, next event, hopefully, if I actually have time, then we will make some proper adjustments to it. But yes, this is Wii Sports Club. I am running All Sports and Silver Medals 2013 edition. Now, what does that entail? Basically, we're going to be running the 3 sports that came out in 2013, so tennis, bowling, and golf. Baseball and boxing came out after that, and we are not running those today. So we're going to be running the all sports category, so just complete a game of each one, and then we're also going to be running the silver medals in the training games. I've slightly extended the estimate for this because this actually was basically a category poll. So this is part of an event that's going on right now. We are in week 1. It is kind of funny how it's coincided so much with this event of Wii Series Olympics. Now, also, funniest strat in the game, by the way, one of the funniest strats in Wii Series. I'm going to change to the other side. I'm going to change to the right-hand side so that I can get more serves. That is, yeah, quite a silly strat in this game. But yes, we're going to start on tennis. We're literally just going to go in order. I do have a specific order that I do because there are more reset-heavy games than others in here. But this is a no reset, so we're just going to go in order. We're going to do all the sports and then the medals, and then that's going to be it. And then we're going to do the quiz game. So, yes. Anyway, right. let's get started. So I will just calibrate my controller, and that will become apparent why I'm doing that very quickly in this game, because this game is Wii Sports Club. And I'm gonna stand up for some of these games. So we will move the camera over to here so you can actually see my face. Thank you for the good lucks, by the way. So I will move my chair. We will be sitting down again at some point. But yeah, so actually no, you know what? It's tennis. We can sit down for this. It's fine. I will be standing up for golf though. Golf is absolutely a standing up game. Okay, right. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So right off the bat, and I'm going to turn up the capture card as well. This is Wii Sports Club. Basically what we're doing is I need... Nice. Good thing I didn't miss that. Oh my goodness. I'm having to do 2 smash shots. Okay, so basically this works a little bit different already from Wii Sports. Normally you would get every serve at the beginning in tennis. We are just playing one game here. So if you're not familiar with Wii Sports speedruns, basically the all sports segment is just complete each sport. Win one of each sport. So I just need to win one game of tennis, and then that is it. Yeah, we need to calibrate the Twitch stream. So yeah, this game basically introduces 3D movement, and also it's a HD remake of Wii Sports. The trouble with that is that it's not that precise. The Wii Remote was never really made for controls this precise. So it kind of just sucks, and we can quit early there. Do not reach for the split key. There is no splitting here. I will be moving on to bowling. Let's do the all sports bit for that. There we go. We'll do local game, 10 pin. This is one of the last games I would normally play in here, because bowling isn't too important in this game. Essentially, strikes save time because it saves you from bowling an extra ball, but because the strike is such a long cutscene, it literally only saves like 0.25 seconds, I've been told. So we're going to go for as many strikes as we can, but I'm pretty much just going to throw the ball away. While we're here, though, it's a great time for me to explain why I'm running this. So, again, Wii Series Olympics. This is week 1. We had a randomized game list to decide what we are going to be playing and in which order out of the 12 games in here. That's every game in the Wii Series except Wii Chess. Sorry, Wii Chess fans, but there's just not really a lot we can do with Wii Chess for a competitive event. So what is the premise of this event? Basically, this is an LTA across the entire series. So, wow, that was lucky. Didn't really do much, but yeah, it was actually slow. Yeah, so the tennis opponents you can kind of just cheese a little bit. I have low skill points on my profile deliberately, so that they will just miss. Also, you can use like top spin and stuff a lot more than you can in Wii Sports. That is a funky strike. Okay. That's very lucky. So, yeah, I kind of just popped off with the first one, and that was it. Obviously on the 10th frame, because we don't want to get a strike or a spare there, because we're going to get an extra ball, so we're just going to not do that. Can we get one more? No. Doesn't really matter too much in this game. But basically, this is an LTA across the entire series. We are going to be running each game once, and the most popular games will appear twice. This is not one of the most popular games, and I can quit there. That is not... Stop splitting. 3 minutes, we're done. No. So, yeah, basically, and now I am going to stand because it's golf now. There we go. Can I do menuing while I'm standing up? Good thing is I don't have to point at the screen while I'm menuing. Thank you for the good lucks. Yeah. So, I am running this because this is the game that got randomized for week 1. I am not normally a runner of this game. But yeah, I'm standing up because you actually have to point at the gamepad in golf in this game. Yeah, it's a very quick pre-show. We're already onto the quiz, and the quiz is going to be sub-minute. But yeah, so this is just a 3-hole golf course. We're going to be playing Classic A. That's just the one I've seen top runners go for. That is a very laggy tree. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so again, this is just to complete one round of the golf course, and that is way too far, but that's okay.
On the green.
hang on. Oh, that was close, actually. I wasn't expecting that to be that close. So, yeah, you get a replay after every shot in this game. Wii Sports Resort, or Wii Sports doesn't have replays, and Wii Sports Resort has replays for specific good shots. But yeah, here it just gives you a replay every time. So a lot of the time you actually want to give up in the holes, which is pretty much just losing. And that is no win, so we might actually get past the bunker. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Okay, and we're on the green as well. So once we finish this game, we are going to be moving on to the training games, which is much harder in the run and has been pretty much my main learning curve for this event. So again, I'm not normally a Wii Sports Club speedrunner. Had Wii Play come up, then this would have been much nicer. I actually had to extend the estimate by 10 minutes, and we can quit as soon as that goes in the hole. There we go. I will move the camera back down again for this. We are starting off with the game I'd actually normally end with. It is Ringmaster. So Ringmaster is kind of nice. That was not hole 3. Oh, okay. Nice. Great. I am trying to commentate my own run, and it is not the best so far, but that's okay. We'll go back in. You know what? We'll do more golf. Sure. I wasn't going to PB in this one anyway, so it's all good. Yeah. So we will go back to golf then. Fine. You get more golf. It's all good. How did I not realise that was not hole 3? Anyway, yeah. So it gives me a bit more time to explain. So we are going to be playing the most popular games twice during the event, and that is Wii Sports Resort, Wii Play, and Wii Party. And that's just to give more of a chance for people to take part. So essentially, each leaderboard is only open for 1 week, so this one actually closes in about 2 days' time, or just under 3 days' time at this stage. It closes noon EST Monday. So you do have a little bit of time to get in if you do own Wii Sports Club. This is a little bit less accessible now the eShop is closed, but... Oh, hang on. That's close. Yeah, it's a little bit less accessible now. There are physical discs, but yeah, essentially this is one of the less popular games. However, we do have Wii Fit coming up next week and Wii Sports Club in 2 weeks' time. Sorry, Wii Sports Resort in 2 weeks' time. So... yeah, lots going on. There is a prize pool for the event as well. So, yeah. And the first time we actually run this was back in 2021. So, Wii Series League was a thing in 2021 and 2022. But, yeah, that was a little while ago. And a lot of people sort of anticipating this coming back at some point. Shout out to Cedric, who's actually in the chat right now. Yeah, Wii Series League was a huge thing, and yeah, how could I forget which one was hole 3? Hole 3 is, like, the most memorable one. So, yeah, again, shout out to Cedric, who put together Wii Series League back in 2021 and 2022. Yeah, we're bringing it back now. Now LTAs are a little bit more of a known thing. This is kind of a similar format to the 2021 event, but a lot shorter, and wow, that's going too far, but that's okay, we're not out of bounds. Yeah, that is all good. So yeah, every game will feature, and we do actually have a category poll, and that's the reason why we didn't know which category was going to get chosen. The other category for this was actually golf all courses. So all 27 holes of golf, because you have the original 9, you have the Wii Sports Resort 9, and you have Lakeside 9, which is from this game. Now we can quit. Right, now we're going to go back to tennis and do Ringmaster. Ringmaster is kind of nice. So all of the tennis games actually have a timer. There we go. So all of the tennis games have a timer, and it is not possible for us to optimize this one. It's pretty much an auto-scorer. Basically, each one of these games has a threshold we need to meet, and for this one, it is And I'm actually going to be tested here on all these because I don't have my splits open right now. I just have the timer. This one's 100. I will just pull up my notes when we get it at the end of this game. Now, this gets a little bit harder as we go on. Basically, you want to be using the motion. Once you get used to the motion of tennis in this game and the fact that, again, there are 3D kind of movements, you can't just hit for free, then this becomes a little bit nicer. You can use sort of top spin, you can do angled shots as well. We might need to do it at some point because some of the rings actually go at an angle rather than just in a straight line. And yeah, so the rings do get smaller as we go on, and the main one we need to get is, we need to get to 75 points, because once we get there, the rings will actually get a bit easier again. So I do just need to lock in a little bit, because we need to not be failing so many of these early on. So every 5 points you get a bonus 5 seconds, and that carries on for the entire game, I'm fairly sure. So we just need a few 6s. Again, this is normally the game I end on in actual runs of this category, so yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. I just need 2 more of these full combos. Okay, I need 2 more still. There we go, we got 1 more. So yeah, each ring is worth a scaling number of points, so you get 1 for the first ring, then 2, then 3. All these early ones in the game are only going to give us 3 rings, so yeah, I'm just going to do an angled shot here, try and get into there. Perfect, there you go. And we got another one. And that one goes a lot higher. Yeah, this game's a little bit difficult. So as long as we don't go up to 105 points, we should be good. Otherwise, we're going to get a bonus 5 seconds. There we go. So we can go over a little bit, but that is absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm going to pull up my notes now. And we're going to make sure that I don't miss the medals. So, yeah, that is our first tennis game. Again, this is normally the one I end on. As you can see, there's no time to save here. There is one way of saving time on these timer-based games, and that is to cancel out some of the time bonus. So we're going to see that hopefully on the next one, Mole Commotion. And then, hopefully on Duck Dash as well, we are going to be minimizing the time as we pick up. So, we're going to go back into tennis. We're going to do the next one. And you might be familiar with the games from Wii Sports as well. OG Wii Sports also has training games. These are similar in some of them, and some of them are just completely different. But, yeah, all the games are pretty much a different style of training game compared to the original ones. For example, one of the golf ones we're going to see later is very similar to the original Wii Sports. So we're going to be doing a lot of powerful shots here, trying to slice through these moles, trying to hit multiple as well. So the front ones are worth 1, and then the green ones are worth 2, then 3, then 4. And as we go on, we're going to get less moles. There you go. So we got 2 in one shot there. And we're getting a nice club moment where the controls just break. And yeah, this is why I play tennis quite early now, because the controls are just bad. They do not work a lot of the time. And also, I've missed a lot of moles so far, so this might need a restart if I can't get any more. This is not really the important part of the game, and this is quite bad RNG though. So there is RNG of the moles you get at this stage. And again, same as Ringmaster, every 5 points we're going to get a bonus 5 seconds. So you do get that big mole as well that gives you 10 seconds. Now, what we haven't seen so far is stacking any of these timers at the beginning. So, say for instance, I get a time bonus when I'm on... this is really sketchy already. And that is not a good sign. I mean, we do have this big mole, so that could help us. But this is going to be a bit tricky now because, as I said, as we go on, we are going to get less and less moles, so I might just need a restart here. Or we could just combo 3 of them together. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's see if that hits anything. Not anything there. Nope. Really just relying on Getting that. There we go. We still need to get to 150. The goal for this one is 150 points. So this is going to be a bit tricky. There's a double, though. Okay, that's 11 points in one set. This will be a massive clutch if I could actually get this. Yeah, we will have more golf later. The golf games are normally the ones I would start with. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when we get to those. Okay, I thought that would be a combo there, but not quite. Oh, that was really close. I don't think we can save this, though. Yeah, I really should have restarted that a while ago. And this is why I am playing the games in order, because I was pretty much certain I wasn't going to PB today. That's why I didn't really care too much about the golf mishap. As long as I just complete the run, I'll be happy. So I should talk about the style of the event as well. So how is the scoring working for this? So essentially in Wii Series League 1, there was a scoring system where there was a time barrier that everyone had to beat for a specific number of points. And everyone that got further than that would essentially get more points based on a specific algorithm. For this one, it's slightly different. We are using 3 different time barriers that people can go for. Also, that would definitely have hit the green there if it actually stayed for a little bit longer. The game just kind of times you out after a while. Okay, can we please get the 10 mole? There we go. Good. That was needed, pretty much. Nice. So for this event, what we have is 3 time barriers at bronze, silver, and gold. The bronze one is essentially beginner friendly. Anyone should be able to get it as long as they can grind out the category for a week and spend some time learning it. Silver is a little bit harder. It should be possible for existing mid-level runners to get it. And then you have the gold barrier, which is intended for top-level runners. So at the moment, we actually have a few people who have beaten the gold barrier. I think it actually got beaten today as well. Or the first place got beaten today. And there is one final barrier at first place, and that is platinum. So if someone beats the gold barrier and they are in first place, that instantly becomes platinum. And that is how you score the maximum number of points for the week. So after all the weeks are done, because you don't have to play every week, after all the weeks are done, nice 4, then everyone's top 5 scores are counted, and then the top 5 runners will then get a share of the prize pool. That is how the event works for this one. And yeah, because it's only 1 week rather than 1 month, which was the case for Wii Series League 1, this is a little bit of a different kind of shorter event in a way, just to cram everything in a bit quicker. But yeah, the intention is that people will not be playing every week. Although I will be playing every week just to play the games for fun, pretty much. I'm hoping we can win on this one. Yearly LTA for Clubhouse 51. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of funny. 1 week for every game. Yeah, that would be interesting. I think, I don't know how much interest there will be in that. Also, my capture card just died. That's very fun, isn't it? Okay, cool. Well, that's nice, because I can have time to fix it while it's on this part. So yeah, we're just waiting for the timer to run out, essentially. I am hoping that's going to come back on anytime soon. Okay, this run is really scuffed. Right, it's back on. There we go, we got it. 150, so that is silver. Perfect. Right, we're moving on. We're going to do the last one, tennis. And it is Duck Dash. This is one of the very early games for me. So, with Ringmaster being so easy, I say easy, it could kill a run, but so far we've been alright. Yeah, here it's a little bit tricky. Duck Dash, again, this game does not have good calibration with the remote. So, basically every time you swing, if you haven't calibrated in a while, you need to press down on the controller to sync it back up again. But basically, yeah, Duck Dash, we need 200 meters, and you start to get timers spawning in, which give you a bonus 5 seconds for each one at 50 meters. So even though we missed a shot at the beginning, that was pretty good. Yeah, if you miss a shot in the court, then you just don't get any distance, which is pretty bad. later on, but for now it's okay. As long as we just get to those 50 meters fairly quickly. That is a nice timer. That was a lucky spawn, because they are just random positions. Anywhere on the court you can get a timer spawning in. And I do just want to get this one as well. There's a fairly generous hitbox. I say generous, that just missed somehow. There we go. So there's a fairly generous hitbox on the timers, but there's a reason for that, and that's because it's very difficult to command where the ball is going to go in this game. We are, once again, quite far behind. I'm trying to use this this spin to make the ball go to the back of the court as well. That's really the main way of doing that. And we will get a bonus 5 seconds every 50 meters as well, so we do have a little bit of a cushion here. Now, again, this is at 200 meters. Every medal in this game, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, is at an interval of 100. So getting platinum is much harder. Can we please get that timer? This is much trickier now because each timer spawns in after 5 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work. We missed one too many shots there, really. We missed some very early shots there. And then also when the timers were spawned in. So I'm just going to focus a little bit so we can get past this. And again, this is why the estimate is at 40 minutes. I am hoping I can finish the run. But yeah, this is why this experiment got put on the pre-show, because, yeah, I wouldn't even have run this on the marathon, to be fair, if I didn't need something to fill out the pre-show. I would have opened up the pre-show to more people had I been sure that I could actually do this today. Even right up to today, I wasn't 100% sure that I could do the pre-show. So that's kind of why it's just me doing it this time, but we might open it up in the future. Who knows? Again, this was a very last-minute decision to do this because we got so many submissions for the main event that it would pretty much not have been possible to do the quiz game. Also, that's a nice grab. I didn't expect to get that from the top right corner. Oh, that's a weird swing. That just didn't go through for whatever reason. If I fail this again, I am just going to recalibrate my remote, see if that makes a difference. Oh, that's unfortunate. If we got that, that possibly could have been a win. Okay. Very rare to fail duck dash twice in a row. So, for this first shot, sometimes it can be really fast. For the rest of them, it's pretty much always the same shot that you get. Okay, so now we've been here a few minutes, I will just talk about the charity. So, No Fish, like No Fish 2024, we are raising money for Mind. This is the 4th speedrun marathon we've done on this channel. And, again, for the first time, we have SRC front page. So, hi, SRC, thank you. Okay, that's a good, quick 50 meters. Good. But yeah, we're raising money for Mind. They're the mental health charity that aim to ensure that no one faces a mental health problem alone. We will get more into the charity as we go tomorrow as well, but yeah, the goal for this event is £150. We have pushed it a little bit further this time because we do have that bonus game at £150 this time. Although the quiz game coming up, we might get quite a bit of distance. Who knows? But yeah, get your donations in because yeah, it's gonna be a fun event. There's lots of bid wars and incentives coming up, and we do have a few open right now as well, which are going to be coming up on our Saturday. Okay, I'm hoping this is going to be it. I don't think that's grabbing the timer, no. We can do a bit of top spin, grab those ones, and this should be it. Just do a really safe shot. There you go. 200 meters. We are out. We are out of tennis. And we're on to the even harder games. We're on to golf. Actually, no, we're on to bowling. I forget. The game order in this game is kind of silly. The game order in Wii Sports Club is different because of the order that the games came out, I'm fairly sure. Wii Sports, the original, has a different game order. So, yeah, it's kind of silly. So we're moving on to bowling, and we're doing shoot for the spares. This is the game that ruined my recent PB attempt. I've been running this a lot this week. Basically, in any spare moment that I haven't been doing prep for Go Fish, I've been running this category. And I had a run that was on pace to beat the silver barrier this week. Again, silver barrier is basically how you score points. If you beat the barrier, you get a slight point bonus of 40 points out of the potential 1,000. So, yeah, there's a bit of an incentive to beat the barriers, which is a nice thing to have, because people do like to go for barriers in speedrunning. And, yeah, we do have those there. The gold barrier is 25 minutes for anyone interested. This run is probably not even going to beat the bronze barrier, because I've had so many resets, but that's all good. I have beaten the bronze barrier. I'm very close to the silver, but I don't know if it's going to happen by the end of the week. I might try and squeeze in some runs on Monday once once No Fish is all wrapped up, but we shall see. Anyway, shoot for the spares. Basically, you get a set number of points on each round, and you get these multipliers as well. This is the most important one. I need to hit this ×5 really, otherwise we're going to have to play multiple extra rounds basically, and I really do want to hit that. There we go. So once you clear the spare, you get that number of points. There's also that ×0, and that is a very lucky clear. Okay, we do have 2 left. I do have a specific route here to make sure that I get enough points. And this one, as long as we get the ×2, that will get us to our 800, which is what we need. Oh, that's close. We have 1 attempt here. There we go, nice. So yeah, that gets us to our 800 for silver, and then that is done. Thanks all for the good lucks as well. Do appreciate it. Yeah, so 800 is silver, and then we are out of shoot for the spares. If only I got that in my PB attempt the other day. I think I would have been just shy of the silver barrier if that happened. Anyway, next one is Skittle Skills. Now, this is basically spin control from Wii Sports Original. However, this time you have a level select, so I will let this game off. It does have some good things, because level select is incredibly based for practice. So we're going to start off on these difficult ones. Everything on the first page is worth 10 points, then the next page is 20, and then the next one is 30. We need 100 to clear this, so you can just play safe and play some of those early ones, but I'm going to try my best at these harder ones here. Hopefully we can get through. I'm going to have one more attempt at this tricky one. Just move slightly to the left. There we go. We managed to get that. Very tricky because there's a lot of pins there. So my original route at the start of the week was actually to play a bunch of... Okay, that's very lucky. We're getting very lucky in bowling, to be honest. My original strat was just to play a bunch of the... I am not going to risk it again. We're just going to go to here and play the easy ones. Yeah, my original strat was to play all 5 of the first page and then 3 from there. But yeah, my plan has evolved from that point as I've progressed and I've needed to save a bit more time in different places. So yeah, this basically saves a bit of time, and it also means we save a little bit of menuing time because we don't have to go to a different page at the end here. Also, this one is fairly tricky for a 10.1, so I am glad that I have rooted that out now. Again, at the beginning of the week, basically, if you're going for a bronze medal, you just want to be... or the bronze barrier. You do just want to make sure you're winning, and then that's all you need. But as you get further down, you're trying to optimize further and further. You do actually want to be taking some optimizations. So this is Skittle Skills. We're going to need 700 points here for the silver. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do this. Now, I don't think that's hitting. But basically, if you go for the secret strike here, which has a specific setup, I do a bit of a weird one because for some reason it doesn't work completely for me. So I do a tiny bit of readjustment to the left. And then go for a full... Yeah, that's not going to work either. But yeah, that's fine. Then go for a full one there. So let's do tiny tap to the left with the position. And then go for it there. So if you get a strike, you get 300 points in here. Basically, this is called triple whammy. And also, that's kind of funny because we had the We heard the sad sound effect as if I lost, but then it still hit the button. This game is big funny. Anyway. If you get a strike, you get 300 points. If you get it in 2 bowls, you get 200. And if you get it in 3, you get 150. But if you go for the secret strike, you're going to get 300. There you go. So we get it again. And this is much faster and also a lot more reliable than going for 700 by actually playing the game. So we're going to go for one more here. And then there is a bit of a funny strat to throw the rest of the balls away. I'm hoping that hits. Not quite. That's all right. If not, I think at this stage we are okay to just go for a bit of a safe strat and try and hit the pins themselves, because we can just top up our points by another 100. That is all good. So that's another completed one there, and now we're just going to go to the right hand side here and just throw the balls away. The moment the ball registers as being out, it is going to be done, and then we can just move on. And this is slightly faster than doing anything else, like throwing away the balls regularly, because you have to wait for the pins to fall and stuff like that. And also, you have to wait for the ball to get all the way to the end, because the end is much longer here in the 100 pin lane. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the 100 pin lane. This might be a dedicated lane just for this. But we do have specific layouts here. Yeah, there's no throwing the ball behind me in this one, sadly. I thought it would happen because it, again, misinputs with the motion in this game happens all the time. It's very common occurrence, especially for me. Anyway, we're back to golf, so more standing and more not seeing my face. So let's move the camera so you can actually see me. There you go. Right, so we are now at the point where, once again, I need to point at the gamepad for me to actually play the game. And this was a big sticking point at the beginning of the event. So I just could not do this, straight up. And I probably still won't even get this first try here. I think my success rate at this is about 50%. So we'll see how it goes. This is putting. Basically, what we need to do is we need to go for 45 meters. And there is a conversion with feet. If you're running on the North American version, then it changes the units as well. And I'm really hoping I get this. Not quite. We are going a bit too far. That one there gets me 11 meters if I get that. Basically, if you get the putt, then you score those the meters that you had to travel to get it. If you don't, then you get 0. And not only that, but your setup for the next one is then different, because all the holes are in the same positions every time. So the moment you putt something, you're already in the next position and you know what to do for the next one. So if you fail one, not only are you getting less distance and you're losing a ball, you're then going to have a bad setup for the next one. There I'm just going to adjust to the left, going to do that. And because the ball actually took a little bit to fall in and then sort of swerved, it actually gave me a bit more distance, which is kind of funny. Here we're just going to go for 2 bars. So when I talk about bars, it's pretty much the dots on the gauge. So we just went below 2 there. That was all good. We just need one more putt. Quite a lot of left movement to get up there. And then that's our 45. Very good. First try. Pretty happy with that. That is not the only golf game, sadly. We do have more. But yeah, normally this is quite an early one for me, because if you just get those first 2 shots, that pretty much decides whether you're going to win or not. So that's our first one done. We're then going to move on. And once again, Wii Series has some funny stuff going on with menuing. If you don't point at the screen, then it will kind of just automatically select the one specific button. So I can just not point at the sensor bar and it will just let me do that. So that's all good. So next up is golf, and it is bingo clubber this time in golf. This is the second out of the 3. We are going to be done on the 3rd one, and what I'm going to do is a putting strat that basically never works for me. So you might notice that gauge looks a little bit different, and that's actually better than I normally get. So there is a strat to hit the yellow corner. If you hit each of these squares, you get points. Anything between 1 and 25, yes, the card is randomized because we love RNG. And yeah, if you hit a side, you get 2 squares, and if you hit a corner, you get 4 squares. Now, once again, these are predetermined positions that we are going to be in based on the score you're on at that point. So if you're on the higher score, that is a very nice one. Are we actually going to get one of my best ever bingo clubbers in a no reset? Is that really happening? I mean, I won't run before I can walk because we have not yet won. That was a single point that I missed out on, so that's all good. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's looking like we are going to be safe here. We're only 4 points away. Yeah, there's a strat to just do a full power putt at the beginning on shot 1 and just win. Also, I think I'm just going to throw this. We're just going to scroll back to the putter and throw some of these difficult ones, especially this one. This one is pretty much a give up, even in the higher medals. Platinum medal is 200 points here, and people still do a give up shot there because it's just that difficult. I am going to go for this one just for a bit of safety. I don't think it's going to happen, but just in case. So we have 2 shots remaining, and I'm just going to go over to the other side there. There we go. That should do it. Nice, that's a 24. That was almost a chip in, and if that happened, we would have got an extra ball, which is just time loss. But what we can do is we could do a massive shot, and then just for a bit of safety, you can get the 23. We didn't get it, but yeah. Had I actually got the side there of the 23 and the 22, that would have been gold, incredibly. But yeah, that is it, and we have 1 game left. Incredibly, we might be underestimate. Which is unbelievable, to be honest. If I come underestimate after the absolute shambles we've had, and the capture card issues, then I will gladly take that. I know it's not the bronze barrier, but I don't really care. So, this is target practice. This is, target practice was the OG name, I think. So, basically, what we're going for here is this target, but we don't have the original scoring. We just have 1, 2, 5, and 10. That is because we need to hit between those barriers, very precise barriers there, with those poles. If you go between those, you get a multiplier. It starts off at 10, and then the barriers start to expand very slowly, and goes down to 1 eventually when the barriers are fully expanded. So what we want to do here, this is not the best start, but basically you want to go for that 10, you want to rack up some hundreds. The threshold here is 300 points. I'm hoping that's at least going to give me a 50. Okay, nice. Normally, with a driver, you're aiming for about 3.2, 3.3 on the power gauge. That is way too much because we do have north wind here. Yeah, only 10, so this is a bit tricky now. I think if I don't get 50 on this, I'm going to restart. In fact, if I don't get 100 on this, I'm probably going to restart because... yeah, this is really tough now. Okay, 200. You know what? We're going to carry it on. We are going to see how it goes. So, normally at this stage, you want to be out. At least, really for me, playing for the silver... Okay, yeah, no. This is a restart now. Because that's not getting anything, really. For the silver barrier, what you want to be doing... and silver barrier in this is 27 minutes, so that's kind of what my goal was at the beginning. This should be 100. There we go. So you can obviously do this in 3 shots and then just throw away the rest of the balls with the putter. But for me, as long as I get it within like 5 or 6, I'm okay with it. But really here, again, it's a no reset. We just want to get out. So hopefully we'll be okay. And yeah, we do have the duck strat. Yeah, technically there is a duck. In all the holes in Wii Sports Club Golf, there is a duck you can hit. And there is one in this game. And if you hit it, it gives you 101 points. So they kind of trolled putting it there. And not just putting it there, they just kind of hid it in this game. Also, nice 10. Suddenly we're in a much better position for this one. And as long as I get a 20, we should be good. Because the next one is not too bad. So yeah, we'll have to do an extra ball here. But that's all good. We might actually be underestimate. So we're just going to go straight for that one. And that's at least in the 20. There you go, 50. So we are done. 300 points for silver. And then we're just going to mash. I'm holding both hands on the controller so I can mash through here. As long as the motions actually go through, we should be good. So, yeah, the duck is hidden all the way behind us. I have not practiced hitting it, so it will not happen. But yeah, if you do hit it, there are clips of people hitting it. Then, yeah, you will get 101 points, which is very funny. And the timer with the barrier expanding doesn't even matter because obviously you don't hit it. We're coming up to time as well, and that is it. 39:18. That's when the silver medal appears. But yeah, golf is very silly in this game. The reason why golf is normally my starting game is, or at least the silver medals, is because essentially, even with any shot in this game, even putting, the shot can splice. So if you do a putt, and that's what you saw on the bingo challenge as well. If you do a putt and it's a very slightly different angle to what the game is wanting, it will kind of go at a slanted direction. There's actually a category in this game called turningless, which I think is related to that. Because yeah, there's some real jank you can do with putting in this game, with the splicing shots. So yeah, basically this game was just an experiment in making the controls more 3D, and again, Wii remotes were just not intended for this. It's a very janky game. Next week we're moving on to Wii Fit, so if you do want to get involved with Wii Series, do join the Wii Series Speedrunning Discord. Yeah, no D-pad left or right allowed for that. Yeah, it's a very, very silly category, it sounds like. But yeah, do join the Discord. We do have this event going on. Again, this is week 1. We have 14 weeks of this going on right throughout now towards May. So yeah, do get in. And again, yeah, Wii Sports Club. We're getting all the Wii U games out of the way quite early. We have another one coming up. We even have Switch Sports in the first half of this event as well, because technically the way Nintendo marketed it is a Wii Series game. So yes. However, yeah, Wii Chess is not in this event, although it is in my stack of games that I'm balancing the camera on for this run, but it is not sadly going to be in this event because there's just not really a lot we can do for categories. But who knows? Maybe in the future. Maybe we'll add in Wii Chess. Who knows? But yeah, we are not done for the day. We do have our quiz game coming up, so stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes' time, and we're going to be playing a game of In It to Win It. So stay right there. We will be right back. Do not forget that this is a luck-based game, so getting into the quiz is not guaranteed. But for those who do, there will be a charity donation by me for the amount of questions answered correctly, and then also the people left in at the end of the game may win a bonus prize if they get the last question right. So we'll be back for that in just a few minutes' time. Stick around.